Hello everyone, how you going and welcome back to DIY, the stuff we all love to hate because really I never know what I'm going to see on here. We never really know whether to be offended or just amazed at how creative these people are. But anyway, let's just see what it's got for us. So then, starting right off with just buy a drill, I beg you. Oh no, are we already starting out with a 5-minute crafts kind of thing? What is it going to be this time? Honestly, like I always say, I'm just impressed about what these people are able to come up with. But okay, an AC motor, this is already just going completely off the rails and I have no idea where it's going. Oh, but would you look at that? At least it wouldn't be complete without a little bit of hot glue. And now we've got, I don't even know what the hell is going on. We've got power now. What are these people turning this Fantacan into? What the hell? We've got an on-off switch and we've got battery packs. What the hell is going on here? Oh my goodness, we're making a drill out of a Fantacan for a belt? What? Surely this is just absolutely just testing to what degree they can just get away with things. Like really, there is no way that one, you're even going to have a drill bit without just having something else that's going to be able to use it, or two, like why would you ever need to do that? You can actually just get a belt punch instead of drilling through a belt. Let alone the fact that you have to go through all the effort of getting the Fantacan, drinking him. I mean, that's only going to take you a while, but then also having the AC motor, the battery, the hot glue, the cardboard, like there are so many components. Honestly, your time is going to be better spent just going out and working for a couple of hours and then just buying a decent drill instead of just, I don't even know, going online and looking at this garbage. Because considering the fact that the motor of the drill is held in by cardboard, there is no way that that thing's going to be living a very long life. And so what, you're going to have to make one of these every single hole that you need to drill in your belt? I don't think so. I don't think that's going to be the best use of your time. So like I said, surely this is just the kind of thing that they're just seeing how far and how extreme they can go before people go, what am I even doing with my life anymore? You know, like this thing, I can't even believe it actually is able to drill anything, considering the fact that it's a drill, if you can even really call it that, but it's a drill powered by 4 AA's connected by a little tiny switch, and I don't even know what else, and they're all in the handle of a Fantacan. Like what the hell is going on here? And there's no way that anyone should be making this, let alone, oh really, I just feel dumber for watching it. And so like I said at the start, I never know what to feel with these ones. Should I be offended because I think I'm going to be dumb enough to make one of these, or should I just be impressed because that is one hell of a contraption that I could certainly never think of? Chia car. Wait, hang on a second, no way, this is actually like a living breathing one. I feel as though we've seen astroturf but not a chia pet. Oh my goodness, wait, they kind of rotated the wrong way out, but wow, that is absolutely insane. And to be honest, even though it is very random, I feel as though for a video it's kind of just makes sense to do, you know? I can't be too mad. I mean, I feel as though if someone did this to a Bugatti or something like that, then you could definitely be a little bit annoyed, but the fact that it just looks like a Toyota Corolla mini kind of car and you don't really care about it, and the fact that they went through all the effort of actually just covering it in a plant, honestly, it's kind of just green as well, you know? You're carbon offsetting your car driving around. And so even though I'll assume that they only handpicked a few of the kind of the best reactions from everyone, I can only imagine there was no one that went, oh my goodness, what the hell have you done to that car? Like really, it's nothing too crazy besides just putting a kind of a random thing that you never would have seen before. And that is certainly saying something, considering the fact that it seems as though she's driving around California where it's just like the land of cars, you know? If you have an expensive car there, you just blend in with everyone else, and so this is certainly one way to be standing out. And so even though I'm a little bit dubious about how realistic that dream is, you know, I would always want a cheap head up big enough to be able to drive around. I don't feel as though that's anyone's dream. I mean, hey, if it is your dream, then go for it, but I feel as though it's a pretty far reach to be kind of dreaming that one up. Either way, it does make for a great video, and so I gotta give it to this person that was just going all out to cover an entire car and just wait the 5 days a week, whatever it was, just to be able to drive around with a car covered in a plant. Honestly, I don't actually mind it that much, and I don't find it that offensive. I mean, I can certainly understand why a lot of people might be asking themselves, why would one do something like this? And hey, to that answer, I don't really know, besides maybe you got a good video out of it. I mean, strangely enough, I think it would feel exactly how I expected to, and so yeah, the entire thing would be so weird, especially because it might have a little bit of a matte quality, but also a bit of a sheen to it, and so you just wouldn't know what you're looking at. And so hey, I feel as though if people just want to cover their cars and whatever, as long as it isn't harming anyone or offending anyone, then I don't feel as though it's actually that big of a deal, especially when you're actually kind of doing a little bit of a carbon offset. Wanted to feel horse riding in Red Dead Redemption 2. Wait, hang on a second, don't tell me someone actually went all the way to do it. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a full video. Oh, it's a 2-minute video, wow. Oh yeah, I can understand why someone wants to do this. That looks so boring, you know, a little monitor, a little keyboard. That isn't immersive at all, so let's just see what this guy can do. I mean, I guess we already saw what they can do. Oh, alrighty then, so it's obviously air powered, you got all the air hoses and everything, so where the hell is this going to go wrong? Oh my goodness, look at the fact that this guy has to tape his monitor and keyboard down and everything. Wow, the horse is barely riding. Look at, oh, here we go, now it's getting up into a gallop. This is going crazy. How is that monitor stand kind of surviving that? Geez, currently I'm just feeling as though this is just an advertisement for the Samsung monitor, because that thing is going crazy, but wow, that is done so well. Well done to that guy or whoever did this. To be honest, similar to the last one, does so much effort for something kind of so dumb in a way. And so look, I guess I have to give them points for ingenuity and just execution, but at the same time, just why? I mean, I guess that's kind of the why point of the DIY, but it's just so insane the amount of time and effort and probably money that went into building something like this just to kind of go for a stupid video. Really, all I can do is just commend the effort, if nothing else. I mean, I must admit, if they didn't spoil it immediately, I certainly would have taken I want to feel the horses kind of putting hydraulics under the chair, not under the monitor and keyboard, but hey, you do you. Or maybe there's going to be like a part 2, or just I don't know, just even more kind of immersive system where you're just kind of fully riding the horse while having the monitor on the head and just, I don't even know what's going to happen there, and that's going to take a lot of air. But to be honest, considering the fact that they've already taken it this far, I wouldn't be too surprised if they just do that. I mean, to be honest, you might be able to kind of modify a racing simulator or something like that, something that already has hydraulically driven chair, just into the entirely horse riding simulator as well, because judging by what we're seeing here and just how completely crazy the air system is, I feel as though you might want a little bit more control if you're actually going to be strapped down to it. But hey, maybe that's just me, let me know. Either way, I certainly feel as though that is an absolute truly immersive thing, and so if you really want to feel what it's like to be riding a horse in game, that is just absolutely what you're going to need to be doing. World's most expensive cotton candy machine. Oh my goodness, no way. Well, is this even going to work? I mean, maybe it will. I mean, I guess they probably will show us, but if someone had asked me if it's going to be working, oh my goodness, that's a little bit of an off-track mindset. Just putting sunkers into the, I don't even know what that's called, but into there. But no, like I was saying, if someone had asked me if this is going to work, there is no way that it would have been a yes answer. So I'm just intrigued to see what happens here and how it even works. Come on, show me the end result. Stop stuffing around. I mean, to be honest, it feels like a tremendously good way to kind of wreck a good dryer. Like, surely everything is just going to get so sticky and all the sugar is just going to be melting over everything. You certainly aren't going to be wanting to put clothes in this. And so I guess that's why it's the most expensive cotton candy machine I've ever seen. But here we go. Come on, show me the end result. Bring that thing out of here. Come on, just hurry up. Oh my goodness, this is just taking way too long. Oh, what the hell? That isn't what I expected it to be at all. I expect it to be kind of just spinning around in the drum, not just kind of collected in the lint thing. I mean, I guess at least that means it isn't going to kind of web up the entire inside, but really, I just don't see this working properly. I just feel as though this has to be fake somehow. And also, who the hell was the person that decided this was going to be a good idea in the first place? Like, where did this person even kind of discover it from? And just, I want to know more details about the entire process, because it just seems like a fire hazard and so many other things that you shouldn't be doing. And also, from watching it a second time, I'm even more suspicious of the entire thing, because it looks as though she puts way more sugar than kind of comes out. You know, surely that thing isn't going to be as dense as a raw sugar. If you were melting it together into one giant glob, I can maybe understand how it might get a little bit more compact, but at the same time, really, even accounting for a little bit of loss, and really that's not a good thing because you don't want sugar going all through your dryer, surely there is no way that entire amount of sugar can end up in I don't know what to call it, but a 2D little piece of cotton candy. So yeah, I just have a lot of questions about the entire thing, because I just don't feel as though the cotton candy, or fairy floss as I would call it, would actually just end up in there. That's the number one. There's no way that that amount of sugar ends up being only that amount. That's number two. Also, for number three, it seems to only take a couple of seconds, and so there is no way, let alone there is no way that that dryer is getting to the melting point of sugar, let alone the fact that it only takes 5 seconds. And so look, I don't know about you, and let me know if you would disagree with me, but I feel as though this entire thing is a little bit of a ruse. You know, it's a good video in terms of if you want to kind of get some clicks, but I just don't feel as though it would actually work. And so I don't even know it can really be called DIY in that regard. But hey, I can't be too mad. It's a good video, but just don't do this at home. All that time and material just to open a bottle. Oh no, what the hell are we going to have? We're starting off with welding and blowtorching and a whole bunch of metal. This is just going to be completely over the top, isn't it? Especially because we already know that it's just to make a bottle opener or something. Here we go. Well, come on now, speed this process up. How long is this video? Oh, now we are breaking out the gold chain. We're getting serious up in here. Okay, come on. I'm just interested to see how it kind of random this thing can get. Is this going to be some kind of nutcracker mechanism? Oh my goodness, that is so over the top and ridiculous. I mean, I guess if you want to practice your welding, maybe, but that just seems like so much effort for such little outcome. Wow, what can I say besides exactly what the title said? That is so much material. I mean, I guess in a way it's only kind of a couple of nuts and bolts and a little bit of chain, so if you've got it lying around, then go for it, because like I said, if you want to practice a little bit of welding and whatnot, then I don't know, any project's going to be good for you, but I just feel as though there's better ones than this for that. I mean, there are other components I have no idea where you're just going to kind of require, but hey, if you can kind of get it all together and you want to do this, then go for it. I just feel as though you're definitely going to have a couple of looks if you break that out at a party, especially because this entire thing doesn't really revolutionize anything. You know, you can get a very simple bottle opener that just works really, really well and doesn't require this entire bit of desk space and anything like that. No, it's just a little bit of a handheld thing. It's not hard to open it, and so besides looking like a piece of art with a whole bunch of nuts, I just really don't understand why anyone would actually be making this. I mean, like with every single post on this sub, you have to commend the ingenuity, because it is certainly something that not many people would be thinking up, but to be honest, I feel as though there is definitely a reason for that journaling, and so yeah, I don't really know about this one. I don't feel as though there's any need for it. I don't really feel as though there's any need to waste that much time building it, and let alone all the materials costs. And yeah, I guess in saying that, it definitely just meets the DIY, and so well done to the person that just found this video, because oh man, it is certainly a doozy. This is insanity. I'm just going to assume it's legal because it's on the road. Well, that's your first mistake, but why? Oh god, where are we going to? Oh my goodness, it's backwards. Wait, hang on a second. I think I saw a video, I didn't even know what I've seen, but someone driving backwards. It certainly isn't the first time we've seen this. I mean, I must admit, especially if it's for a video, but if it's not for a video and someone just wants to do this because it's a cool kind of project car, I can't kind of fault them on that. Even though there's absolutely zero body lines to that car, just kind of working in its favor for fuel economy, man, the entire thing has been done pretty well to actually be be able to drive it on the road at some decent speeds, I feel as though it takes a little bit of engineering effort, or I don't even know what to call it. And so even though I consider it to be kind of a cool project, like I said, I feel as though the first mistake was assuming it's illegal, because surely nothing can actually be modified to that extent and still be considered illegal. Because surely if nothing else, a vehicle like that is just going to be tricking the cops into pulling you over for no apparent reason. So many other problems with the law, and I don't even know, I just don't get it. But like I said, if it's a project car and it actually just wants to go to a show or something like that, then I can understand it. But to drive it on the road, I mean, I guess you have to prove that it can drive, but at the same time, just don't be driving at highway speeds, maybe, unless it's legal, then go for it, I guess. I mean, I must admit, I can't blame the person that filmed this too much, because really, you'd be driving down the road going, what the hell am I looking at here? Is that person actually driving backwards? And then actually, once you get to pull up inside them, you just go, oh, they've somehow converted to be backwards. I mean, that certainly wouldn't explain every question that you have, but at the same time, at least you wouldn't feel as though you're going completely insane. Or maybe you would, maybe you just completely confirm the fact. Either way, like I said, I can certainly understand why someone might want to do this. You know, it's a little bit different, kind of like the Chia Pet car. You know, people just like to do things to the car that other people wouldn't be doing, and so this is only one way to stand out, just like everyone else that is doing random things to the car, and so you can't blame them too much. If it is legal, then good on them, and if it isn't, well, I wouldn't exactly be advising to do that, but I guess you just got to stay clear of them. And I guess otherwise, in terms of it being a true DIY creation, I guess we'll never really know in terms of the full extent how much they did and how much they got professionally helped. I mean, I can certainly hope that something like that wasn't just kind of whipped up on a weekend, but at the same time, I feel as though something like that is the only way that happens. You can now get it for both your male and female friends. Oh, here we go. We've actually seen this one before. What is going to be doing here? Come on now. I feel as though this person actually needs a little bit bigger scissors. Oh my goodness, look at him walking out. Damn. Oh yeah, this guy's loving life. Look at him. He's loving his new top. He's never doing anything else anymore. I mean, I guess in saying that, even though I did say it was a little bit of a shoddy job, maybe he just kind of cut it rough like that just to give it a little bit more of a feel or something, because he looks fantastic in it and he seems to be enjoying it and nothing else. But no, the entire thing is just so ridiculous, and everything that I said last time still stands. I mean, this guy's obviously taking a little bit more of a comedic approach to the entire thing. I mean, actually, the lady last time did exactly the same thing, and so you can't blame them too much. And really, everyone is just laughing at 5-minute crafts here instead of along with them. Really, it's just another argument towards what I was saying before in terms of surely they're just trying everything and anything before people go, what the hell is this? Like, if they can get no one to make something, then they'll finally achieve greatness. You know, if they're going, how far can we push the limit before it's just over anyone's heads? But hey, look, I guess exactly like the title said, it's now a completely inclusive thing. You know, anyone can wear it, anyone can get together and just make an entire party of chopping up old undies and just kind of wearing them as bras. It's an incredible thing for your family and friends you gotta get involved in. And really, I don't understand why people aren't just having parties just dedicated to making these kind of things. Because especially when you can look as good as this guy does, honestly, I'm surprised that we haven't seen this on catwalks and runaways for years. So in saying that, at least 5-minute crafts are actually just thinking of everyone in the entire audience. They know how to just kind of spread their entire demographic out. You know, they don't want to kind of corner someone. No. They just have to think of things that everyone can actually use. And so really, it just makes total sense. I mean, I guess that is what the why done. So even though this contraption doesn't use the regular hot glue or the concrete or anything like that, even though I kind of feel as though it could, you know, if you do need a little bit more support in those areas, then I just say go for it, use those things. But otherwise, if you're looking that fabulous, then I just can't fault it. And so now finally, for the top of the month for DIY, we have, so that's why. Oh no, what am I looking at? We've definitely seen something about the video on the right before, and oh no, this isn't even a DIY post. This is literally just a why that actually needs to be used. Oh wow, I certainly never expected something like this to come back in this form, but no, look, we've even got the guy that explains things and he's just going, no, I can't do it. So look, what can I say? I guess anything that has ever been said against a zip tie cup, that just has to be redacted, because there is no way that you can dispute that kind of evidence. However, in saying that though, surely there has to be something that is just a little bit more, I don't know, custom. I don't really have no idea what to call it, and I have no idea if there even is something like that, but I feel as though a zip tie of all things just isn't going to be the absolute pinnacle of what you're going after. And also, thinking about it for a second, I feel as though if you have the dexterity of whatever you've got on you to kind of be able to do up a zip tie and to make that contraption to be able to pick up the cup, surely you would actually just be able to pick up the cup and drink it otherwise. I mean, I probably am wrong with some cases, but at the same time, I feel as though there's definitely going to be an overlap somewhere there. So even though what I just said certainly doesn't dispute the evidence that that guy in the red shirt is giving us, at the same time, there just has to be another or a better way to go about doing this, because surely you're not spending all the time and energy going around to every single glass that you have just kind of putting zip ties on it when you, I don't know, maybe you can just actually just buy something that's going to be a little bit better in the first place. But hey, either way, the guy on the left has just completely given us a great video. He's completely disproven the make it simpler guy, because really the entire thing just makes sense. If that is something and that's the only thing you've got, then I certainly can't say anything to that. And to be honest, I would just love to know what else you're going to use zip ties for, because I feel as though it's fair to say if someone has made something like that using cable ties, then they've probably developed a whole range of things using cable ties. And really, even though I'm sure that a whole bundle of those things would probably just look like a bit of DIY to us, if they help someone out, they help someone out. But anyway, in saying that, that is going to do it for the top of the month for DIY. So thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to do the YouTube algorithmic things down below and let me know if you had a favorite post out of any of these. Other than that, we check out awesome posts all over Reddit, so make sure to check some of the other videos out now. Or hey, maybe even just want to consider subscribing so that you don't miss another one of these in the future. But all in all, have a good one and see ya.